take a seat, please. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yai, lie, 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 lie. Yai, lie, 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 lie. Ya la lie, 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 lie. Ya la lie, lie, lie. Thank you. Ya la lie, 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 lie. Ya la lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yeah, lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie.
Shabbat Shalom will begin on page 5 with Shiru Ladonai.
Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz. 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 Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz.
Welcome, everyone. We're so excited to be celebrating with the Rosenberg family, the Heifetz family, everyone who just came to celebrate Shabbat together. Welcome to our Shabbat fusion service. We're slowing it down a little. You'll notice the melodies are a little different. We're seated. We're taking some deep breaths, bringing in Shabbat together. And we'll start by inviting up a few people to help us with candle lighting. So we have Stacy, Sophie, Sarah, and Sasha Heifetz, and Sandra Cohen, Tissy Goldstein, Eileen Dubin, Deborah, Hannah, Maya, and Rachel Rosenberg. We're going to have a big crowd up here. Come on up to light candles. We'll invite the rest of the congregation to rise, and we're on page 5.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu
service will continue on page 7 with Lecha Dodi. And just a reminder, when we get to that third verse, we'll all stand up and face the entrance. Page 7. To remain standing and turn to page 9 for Baruch Hu.
Baruch Adonai, Amvarach le'olam va'ed. Lai, 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 ya la la lai, lai, lai. Ya la lai, la lai, lai, la lai, lai. Ya lai, 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 ya la la lai, lai, lai. Ya la lai, la lai, lai, ya lai, lai, lai.
You may be seated. Let's read together in the middle of the page, on page 9, a prayer for creation. With the darkness comes your light, earth and sky blend into one. The heavens seem closer now, the day's burdens farther somehow. Your presence is almost palpable. You own the darkness. You unlock doors I never thought would open. You decorate the earth with seasons. You paint the stars in the sky. You design day and night, showing us the light in the darkness and the darkness in the light. Bless you, God, for bringing on the light.
Baruch atah Adonai Hamari v'ravim.
We'll turn to page 11 for Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. Akin Adonai Eloheinu b'shokbeinu uvkumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu Ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla negei yomam v'layla Ve'al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Ohev amo Yisrael.
We'll turn to page 13, and Sophie Heifetz is going to lead us in the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, bechol lavacha, uvechol nafshecha, uvechol meodecha, הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Thank you to Rachel Rosenberg, a beautiful job. We'll turn now to page 17 and continue with Micha Mocha. Page 19, Hashkivenu.
Don't be afraid to sing out. Because when you sing, your voices are glorious, and we want to hear them. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'ha'amidenu malkeinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom,
We'll turn now to Vishamru on page 21. Pause for a minute for some trivia. So there are 3 laws in the Torah, 3 mitzvot, for which the reward is you will live a long life. Who can tell me what one of those laws is? You can take a guess. There's no punishment. Helena. Yes. If you're going to take eggs from a nest, a bird's nest, first you have to shoo away the mother, and then you can come and take the eggs, but it's cruel, right? It would be cruel to the mother to let the mother watch as we take the eggs away. Excellent. A long life for you. What else? Anyone think there are 2 more? Yeah. Honor your father and your mother. Yes, one of the 10 commandments, and also one of the 3 mitzvot, for which the reward is living a long life. Excellent. Okay, and there's one more. Bob?
Loving the stranger.
Loving the stranger, a great mitzvah.
But not one of the 3.
But you're not going to live a long life from doing that, unfortunately. Any other guesses? Last guesses? Rachel? Do not murder, also such a good mitzvah. However, it's not the one, but it's a very important one. So I'm just going to tell you, the 3rd mitzvah for which you will live a long life is having honest weights and measures, being honest in business. So actually 2 of these 3 mitzvot appear in this week's parsha, the one that Helena told us about the mother bird, shooing the mother bird away, and the one about having honest weights, honest measures, being honest in business. Honoring your father and mother comes in the 10 Commandments, which we don't get in this week's parsha. But I think it's interesting that there are these 3 mitzvot that are emphasized in this way, and that 2 of them really are about being parents and honoring parents. One is about honoring one's own parents, and one is about honoring all people who are parents and honoring that special parent-child bond and not being cruel to a parent and letting them see something happen to their children. So I think we can all this evening be thinking about whether it's parents, it's other people who've helped us in some way, given us guidance, given us advice, supported us in some way. We can bring those people to mind as our service continues. Think about how we honor them, whether it's actually a parent of yours, or whether it's a teacher or a neighbor or a friend, a mentor of some kind, someone who played a parental role in your life. And for the rest of the service, I hope you'll have that person in mind and think about them and think about the special role that they've played in your life. We'll continue with Chatzi Kaddish on page 23.
Try that with me. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yit gadal ve'yit kadash shemei rabah le'alma dirach yirutei ve'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'b'yom echon ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולם באמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. One more time. Lai, 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 lai. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie.
We'll invite you to rise now and turn to page 25 as we get ready to begin the Amidah, the central prayer of our service. And we'll start together with the first 6 words out loud.
Adonai Sfatai Tivta Adonai Sfatai Tivta Ufi Yagi
pray the Amidah silently. It begins on page 25 and continues through page 39. Feel free to pray in the Hebrew, in the English, or whatever prayers are in your heart.
Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru. Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru. Amen. Amen.
We're aware that some of us come here tonight with prayers in our hearts for those in need of healing. Perhaps you yourself could use some healing. Perhaps you're thinking of a friend, a family member. We talked earlier about parents and role models. Perhaps they're in need of healing. Perhaps it's physical healing that someone needs, or emotional, spiritual, whatever healing you might be praying for. Let's join together in the middle of page 41, and we'll read together in the English, starting with Heal Us. Heal us, O God, and we shall be healed. Help us and save us, for you are our glory. Grant perfect healing for all our afflictions. May it be your will, God our God and God of our ancestors, to send perfect
God, only you can bring true healing, and so we pray. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei Cholei Amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Shekhinah, restores our loved ones, heal our people speedily in our day. Vinomar Amen. Refa'enu V'nei Rapha. God, only you can bring true healing, and so we pray. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei Cholei Amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Shekhinah, restores our loved ones, heal our people speedily in our day. And let us say, Amen.
As we start preparing for Kiddush, let's turn to page 42 and read this English meditation together at the top of the page. The commandment to bless this wine is a commandment to drink life as deeply as we drink from this cup. It is a commandment to bless life and to love deeply. It is a commandment to remember with Shabbat heart, act with Shabbat hands, to see the world with Shabbat eyes. It is a commandment to laugh until we are all laughter, to sing until we are all song, to dance until we are all dance, to love until we are all love. This is the wine that God has commanded us to bless and drink. We'll call up our Benot Mitzvah, Sophie, Rachel, come on up, and we'll invite the congregation to rise for Kiddush. We're on page 42.
It already smells like wine.
We're debating whether it's grape juice or wine, but we'll remain standing
nope,
for
it's wine.
Aleinu. We think it might be wine. We'll remain standing for Aleinu, page 45. Thank you, Rachel. Sophie, we'll have you take a seat. Everyone can have a seat. We're turning now to a psalm that we only do during the month of Elul, the month that leads up to the High Holy Days. And this is supposed to help us get in the right frame of mind as we start preparing for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, which are not so far away. We're on page 55. This week, we're lovingly remembering the following yahrzeits: Jock Rosenbaum, Leo Stein, Gerhard Silgen, Louis Berkman, Ann Gordon, William Lieber, Meyer Lipkin, David Galton, Leon Horowitz, Samuel Klagsbrunn, Sarah Pantelat, Aaron Burr-Profis, Martha Seifman, Jerome Chagrin, Guta Sirad, Morris Felsen, Mickey Greenberg, Louis Kaufman, Leah Langer, Abraham Silver, Evelyn August, Joseph Bernberg, Sam Goma, Jack Greenlinger, Harold Jacobson, Michelle Clevens, Morris Levinson, Bill Ross, Goldie Sansanowitz, Morton Schless, Sylvia Feld, April Fisher, Ann Gordon, Elise Harish, Max Jacobs, Edith Rosenberg, Sam Saddis, Martin Schechter, Harry Silver, and Rosemary Kaiser. We're also remembering Daniel Temkin, who passed away this week, brother of Rick Temkin, and Claire Finkel, grandmother of Jason Shapiro, who passed away this week. And of course, in this community, we're all grieving the loss of Annie Dater, who passed away as well. For anyone who has a need or desire to recite Kaddish, we'll turn together to page 47, and those people may rise. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Amen. Ve'alma divrach birute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon uvyomechon u'chaye techol beit Yisrael va'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei tekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran v'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. You may be seated. We'll invite up Debbie Strom, who I believe has some announcements for us.
Shabbat Shalom, and a warm welcome to Aliyah and our fusion service. Tomorrow, please join us for our Shabbat morning service at 9:15 with the bat mitzvah of Rachel Rosenberg. And in the afternoon, we'll have a Shabbat service at 4:45 with the bat mitzvah of Sophie Heifetz. Also tomorrow, Rabbi Cheryl Peretz is debuting a new Shabbat class and discussion titled Making Spiritual Connections. And this will take place at 1 o'clock following Kiddush lunch. Next Friday at 8 o'clock in the evening, come to every third Shabbat Bluegrass. And along with our neighbors from St. Bernardine. And this is part one of our annual pulpit exchange with Rabbi Vogel, and we'll be joined by Father Evans. And then on Sunday next weekend at 5 o'clock, we'll be over at St. B's for part two of the pulpit exchange. Next Saturday, our Shabbat morning service starts at 9:15 with the B'nai Mitzvah of Adam and Oliver Swarth. We hope you'll come back at 8 o'clock next Saturday evening as we host our friends from Shomrei Torah for a beautiful Selichot program and service. And actually, there's a little bit more information about that in the Kol Shabbat. I don't think I need to remind anybody in the room, but if you haven't renewed already, please get your forms into the office as soon as possible. If you're not members and you're visiting and you want to join us for the High Holy Days, we'd love to have you, and for all of the exciting new things coming to Aliyah this year. And there's lots of information about upcoming events here. Thank you to our greeter for welcoming everyone. Thank you for Rabbi Golko and Hazan Mimi for leading the service tonight. And please join us after the service for our Oneg Shabbat, which is sponsored by Stacy and Danny Heifetz in honor of Sophie's bat mitzvah, and Deborah and Marshall Rosenberg and Eileen Dubin in honor of Rachel's bat mitzvah. Last, I would like to remind our congregation visitors about the sanctity of Shabbat. Just say no to electronic devices such as cameras, cell phones, or video games while you're here at the synagogue. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Debbie. We will conclude our service on page 49 with Adon Olam.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.